Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Invitation to Puzzles, where today we have an aquarium for you. So, aquarium is a genre where we're going to be filling tanks with water. So, each of these regions is a tank, and you fill things with water from the bottom. So, for example, if I start filling this tank with water, then both of these would be filled. And then if I add more water, both of these will be filled, and so on up this. You cannot do some weirdo physics thing like these are the water. That's not how gravity works. And you also can't do something like this, where this layer is sort of like half full of water. No floating water, I guess, if you would like. Uh, and that's region per region. So I could fill this region with water up to here and then leave no water here as long as I didn't put any water there, for example. Okay. We also have these clues outside the grid that tell us how many water cells there are in their row or column. So there's 4 water cells in this row. There are 5 water cells in this column. I should say, by the way, that this puzzle is by Yuki, who publishes a lot of puzzles over on Twitter. I quite often do them as I go about my day if I'm looking for a distraction. They post a lot of things like Yajalin and whatnot. But anyway, today we're going to do this aquarium. All right, so the first thing I see is that in row 1 here, we need 4 water cells, and there's only 2 tanks they could be in. But even if some of them were over here, that's still not 4. And so therefore, some of the water has to come from this tank. But because of the way water works, that means this entire tank is full of water. And so we can waterify that. But now that is my 4 water cells for this row. So we know these are all air. Also, we might as well mark this 2 in this row. I can't add water to this tank up to this level, because if I do that would put 3 cells here rather than 2. And the same is true of this tank, like that. So we can fill some air. There's a similar pressure on this 5 over here. So even if I fill everything except this tank in this column, that's only 3 cells that get filled with water. So I need to, in order to get to 5, I need to fill at least 2 of these with water. I don't know how many of the rest, but at least 2. So I'll do that. And that actually gave me my second in row 3. So now that doesn't have water in it. And so if the bottom row of this tank is empty, the whole tank is empty. And I don't have to worry about that. Okay. This 3 now is at least a little interesting, because if I fill in everything outside of this tank with water, that's only 2. So I need at least 1 level of that tank full. What about this one? That one I do not see. Oh, sorry. I should apply the same logic actually to this tank in column 1. If I don't put any water in this tank in column 1, then in column 1 I'm going to get a maximum of 4 water cells. That's not enough water cells. So I need to put at least some water in this. And as soon as I've put some water in it, note that's all the water for the last row, which unwaters these. And now that's bottoms of tanks that don't have water. And so their whole tank has no water. Okay. And now my 3 over on this side looks a lot more appealing, because now in order to get to 3, I need at least 1 more low of water. But I can't have 2 more. I could have said that before, actually. I can't have 2 more rows of water, because if I do, that would be 4, and I only have 3 waters in this column. Okay. Similarly, in this column, if we look at this, I I need to have one more water. It has to be in this tank, which means I have to fill the bottom row, but I can't add any more water to this tank or I will blow this 3 clue. So all of that is unwaterified. And now I think I can finish this actually by looking at the first column and seeing that I need to water that cell and that cell in order to get to my 5. Very nice. So we have successfully filled our aquarium here. Thank you to you, Yuki, and thank you all for watching. If you're enjoying this, if you're enjoying the challenge of these puzzles and enjoying all of these new genres, or learning some more about some genres you already know, please do leave a like down below. Please, please, please subscribe to the channel if you have not, and leave a comment. All of these things feed the YouTube algorithm. They help more people find these videos, which I don't think there's a lot of content about pencil puzzles for beginners. So I really want to keep making it. So it would really help if you encouraged me to keep making it and encouraged YouTube to show it to people so they could get into it. And of course, if there are a lot of intro pencil puzzle stuff, things that I don't know about, let me know in the comments down below. I'd happily link to stuff. So I've linked to stuff like the gap puzzles and these sorts of things. But if you have other sources for intro to pencil puzzle stuff, by all means, please let me know. I'd be happy to promote it on the channel. All right, but that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.